If we head off the fiscal cliff, Republicans will be blamed for it by most Americans, according to a Washington Post-Pew Research Center poll out today that puts pressure on Republicans to help get a deal done. And yesterday they outlined a plan calling for increased revenue. But today, in his first interview since the election, President Obama said that Republican proposal wasn't balanced.
Unfortunately, the Speaker's proposal right now is still out of balance. He talks, for example, about $800 billion worth of revenues, but he says he's going to do that by lowering rates. And when you look at the math, it doesn't work.
Obama was also asked if he was open to raising the top tax rate just part of the way back up to the old 39% number, 37 or 38%, for instance, and he wouldn't give a firm answer. He also wouldn't give a clear answer on whether he can repeat his 2008 campaign promise not to raise taxes on those making less than $250,000 a year. But the tougher political hand is being played by Republicans, and today Cillizza continues his week-long look at the various sides of the fiscal cliff negotiation with a breakdown of congressional Republicans.
If the White House is the biggest stakeholder in the fiscal cliff fight, then congressional Republicans are the second biggest. Congressional Republicans have been very consistent about one thing as it relates to the fiscal cliff. They do not want to raise rates on anyone, including those who make $250,000 or more. That's the central disagreement between congressional Republicans and the White House, and the key to any sort of deal will come from which side gives and which side gets on that question. Two things Republicans have to deal with. Number one, do they make a deal on raising tax rates on the wealthiest Americans if they can get entitlement reform in some way, shape, or form done in this grand bargain? The base of the Republican Party would love to reform Social Security and Medicare. Would that alleviate their anger at raising tax rates even on the wealthiest Americans? The other thing congressional Republicans, particularly in the House, are going to have to deal with: can they accept a bill that the majority of their majority in the House does not vote for? There is a Tea Party element particularly strong in the House that will not vote for anything that includes raising tax rates on anyone. Given that, can John Boehner keep his speakership, stay strong in his role, if a majority of Democrats are the ones who put the bill over the top? How likely are congressional Republicans to get what they want? Well, one good thing working in their favor is they're the other major player in this fiscal cliff negotiation. For a grand bargain to happen, they have to come to the table and give as well as they get with President Obama.